You know, I have been doing YouTube for a good long while now, over half a decade. And while I have not actually been that successful in this time, I do feel that I have gotten pretty good at making videos. And you know, I've often had this hypothetical thought of, what if I was able to go back in time with my current amount of experience in making video? Would I still be able to make a good video given the technical restrictions of the time? I mean, I do think I can. There's a lot of people in 2005 who were still making very good videos. And while I can't go back in time to 2005 because, you know, that's impossible, what I can do is I can utilize my eBay account and buy this. This is the Pentax Optio MX. It's a digital video camera from 2005, and I like it because I can flip it out like it's a gun. It's a gun camera. It's just fun. I love old cameras because they have these stupid fun designs. The funny thing is though, is this is actually not the only one I bought. I actually have a second one. You know, when you buy old tech on eBay, you never know if it's actually gonna be working. And so I guess I just have two gun cameras now. I guess I can like dual wield them like I'm in the gosh dang Matrix. Turning on the camera, we get this absolutely delightful start sound. And I mean, to record, it's as simple as just pressing the record button and look at that, it's you guys. And even more wonderfully, I'm actually able to flip up this screen and turn it around into a vlog mode. I mean, isn't that awesome? I didn't see Canon doing this in 2005. This is some real Pentax charm. I do wonder how the audio sounds coming from this camera, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out in editing. Okay, yeah, it isn't good. I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, like, it's 2005, the times are different. This is like adequate for our 2005 level quality, I think. I do also want to quickly mention that this camera, it actually also shoots photos, and their quality are adequate. I mean, it's not great compared to a modern camera, but I mean, like, in a vacuum, looks pretty good. Okay, so now that we have settled on this camera, I think it's important for me to set a base ground rule about filming this video, which is if the technology I'm using to film the video wouldn't have existed in 2005, I'm not allowed to use it. So this fancy filming light I'm shooting on right now, that is not allowed. I have to use either light from a bulb or some good old-fashioned natural light. And so with those rules now set, we are just about ready to film. But before we do, I need to come up with like an actual plot for the video. Luckily, I think this is where our 2005 restriction starts to actually benefit us.
I mean, back in 2005, YouTube was very different than how it is today. People didn't have to have a bunch of crazy concepts to appease the algorithm. They just had to focus on creating a good video.
And so that's why I was thinking we kill two birds with one stone and get some chores done while also filming a video. You see, I have this windowsill in my kitchen, which I absolutely love, but honestly, it feels pretty empty. And so what I was thinking is we film a video where we go out and we just buy some plants for the shelf. And you know, the real true genius of this all comes from the really simple fact that since I'm now doing this all for a video, I get to write off whatever plants I buy on my taxes. Listen guys, I mean, genius doesn't have an off switch.
Getting started with filming, I ran into an issue almost straight away. You see, this camera, it has an SD card size limit of only 1 GB, and so the majority of my SD cards were just not compatible with it. Luckily, I did have this 128 megabyte SD card lying around, but because it is so small, I have a recording time limit of only around 10 minutes. Also, because I wasn't able to use my fancy filming light, I had to rely a lot more on things like natural light to make sure the video was lit well, which is why you could see me moving my desk up to the window so that my top-down shot would be properly lit. Filming outside was not made any easier as this camera has absolutely terrible dynamic range, and the recording time limit made me record a lot less than I honestly should have, which would come back to bite me in the butt later. But you know, despite all these really annoying drawbacks of this camera, I was still having a lot of fun filming with it.
I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm almost scared like a police is gonna see me with this and be like, oh my gosh, he's holding a gun. Sorry, officer, no. It's just a camera.
Okay, so now that we have our footage filmed, we are gonna have to figure out a way to edit it, which I can't use modern technology for. We've got to figure out a way to make a time-accurate video editing rig, which is why I decided to pick up this old Dell Inspiron 6000. I bought it off of eBay for like $50, and frankly, I don't know if it's gonna be good. I was originally gonna go with a desktop, but shipping prices for a 2005 desktop off of eBay, not cheap. And so we're just gonna pray that this is gonna be good enough. The editing software I decided to go with for this video is Adobe Premiere Pro 2.0. I know I'm a big DaVinci fan, don't really like Premiere Pro too much, but I'm trying to think about what editing software I would go back to 2005 and use. And I also have a good bit of Premiere Pro experience because of my job. And so I'm hoping some of that crosses over into editing on this ancient version of Premiere Pro. I mean, there has to be some similarities to the modern version. But you know what, screw it, you only know by trying. Let's get to editing.
As I started to sift through this project, I quickly realized that, not too surprisingly, Premiere Pro 2.0 has a good amount of similarity to the modern version of Premiere. And so, despite some key features missing, the transition to the software was actually pretty easy for me. Actually, where the problem started to crop up was from the actual video files themselves.
Okay, so I am in the process of editing this video right now, and we do have a bit of an issue because I did a lot of the audio recording after I actually went out, and this voiceover, it is completely screwed up. Like, let me show you. Like, if I play this here, it is not supposed to sound like that. I don't know, it's not like I can just go out and buy a new camera right now. I'm not gonna spend any more money on this video. And you know, frankly, the audio in this video never sounded good in the first place. And so, unfortunately, I do think I'm gonna have to just accept this as a product of me using old technology.
One of the nice things about me editing this video with 2005 in mind is that I don't have to actually worry about this video getting copyright claimed. And so I could pretty much just use any song that I could realistically have ripped off a CD. I do have to say though, this entire editing process took an extremely long time. The end runtime for this video was only around 2 minutes, but just due to how slow Adobe Premiere ran on this computer, it took me multiple hours to get through editing this video, not including all the technical troubleshooting I had to do. But you know, it was just one of those things where I just had to lock in and get it done.
Okay, but with that, I think this video is done. All we have to do now is go and click export. Then all I need is a quick picture for the thumbnail, and then yeah, we're done. This is ready to upload. With that though, this is where my whole 2005 journey comes to an end. It's been fun, but it's time to move back to the world of the present. If you want to see the video that I made for this video, there will be a link to it in the description down below. I've uploaded it on my second channel. You can go ahead and watch that, but make sure to come back because I value your viewer retention. In conclusion though, making a video using my 2005 equipment was rough. I mean, as I said, it took me hours to edit because of how slow the computer was. But on top of that, I had things like my camera breaking midway through. And on top of that, just a lot of computer bugs in general. There's a reason why it took me months to get this video out. But going back to the thesis of this video, if I was sent back to 2005 with my current knowledge, heck, I think I could get to the point where I was making some pretty decent videos. I mean, the video I made for this one wasn't particularly great, but I learned a lot of lessons from it, where if I went back and made another video with the 2005 restrictions, I think I could make a better one. And it's that little bit of iterative improvement that really makes me like making videos. That said though, if I was back in 2005 and I did not have my current experience making video, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't be making videos. I mean, I would have had just too much trouble even getting started with that equipment. I mean, again, with my current knowledge, I was able to like make inferences and stuff like that. But as a beginner, that would not be intuitive at all. And I mean, there would not be like all these crazy resources we have today to learn. And you know, it's really made me actually quite excited about how much easier it's been getting to learn how to make videos. And I mean, I've been thinking about the resources compared to like when I started 5 years ago. And I mean, it's so much easier to get started. And that's great. And I mean, it's still not easy to make a good video, but that's fine. It's art. You're gonna improve over time. That's one of the things that makes it so special. And I understand that in modern times, there's a bit of a doomer outlook on the state of the art industry as a whole. There's a lot of corporate interests that seem to be trying to take the creativity out of creativity. And I mean, this sucks, but after this video, I am just a lot more optimistic about creatives just being able to stay creative. Because in the end, if people continue to create the art they love and people continue to consume the art they love, I think the future is gonna be pretty great. And with that, my name is Jack, and this is what I did.